Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to class 6 students. We'll be learning a new lesson in English language, that is active and passive voice. From your lower classes you're learning about what is active and passive voice. So as far as you've learned, it is active voice is about the present time we're talking, and passive voice is changing the verb into past. Right? So today we'll learn what is active voice and passive voice. So before we learn that, we have to know what are direct and indirect objects. So every statement will have an object, and that object can be either noun or pronoun, and it also receives the action. So look at the example here. I flew a kite. So here I is the subject who is doing the action, and flew is the verb, action word, and a kite is the object. And object is receiving an action, right? What is the action? It is being flown. It is being flying. And who is doing that? The subject is performing an action on the object. So here we also know that a transitive verb takes an object and that an intransitive verb does not. So look at the examples here. The boy threw the ball. So the word threw is the transitive verb here. And then transitive verb threw with the object, the ball. So transitive verbs are verbs which comes along with the objects. But intransitive verbs do not come with the object. Look at the next example. The boy ran. Is there any object in this sentence? No, there is no object. So this is an intransitive verb. So ran is an intransitive verb. Clear? So look over here. The object in a sentence can be of two kinds. It can be a direct object and it can also be an indirect object. So how do we define indirect object? A direct object answers the questions like what or whom. So the object which gives the answers for questions like what or whom is called as direct object. For example, Beena made a cake. So this can be asked like what did Beena make or Beena made what. So the word what is being answered with the word cake. So this is a direct object. The cake will become the direct object here. And then Divya played with Rita. So here whom did Divya play with? So answer for this whom will be Rita. So other way of questioning is Divya played with whom. So the word whom is replaced with Rita. So the words which gives answers to the questions like what or whom is called as a direct object. Now, what is an indirect object? An indirect object answers the questions to whom and for whom. Here we learned that it answers questions what and whom. But here in indirect object we will learn to whom and for whom is the object talking about. For example, she gave Mohan the package. She gave the package to whom? So the question to whom is for this, the answer will be Mohan. So the words which gives answers to the questions like to whom and for whom are called as indirect object. So let's do the exercise now. Exercise A, underline the direct objects and circle the indirect objects in these sentences. So be careful, underline the direct and circle the indirect. First one, he cooked lunch for his grandparents. So here the direct object is lunch. Indirect is his grandparents. Why is this indirect? Because it is answering to the question to whom, for whom. So it will become an indirect object. Clear? So next one. The teacher has awarded prizes to the 3 best students. So here the direct object is prizes. What did the teacher award? The answer for what is prizes. To whom did the teacher award? To the 3 best students. So you have to circle the 3 best students because it is answering the question to whom. Like this you need to do the rest by yourself. So now we will learn what is a active and what is passive voice. Usually in a sentence, the subject does the action indicated by the verb. So we know that a sentence will have a subject and that subject will do some of the other action. So now look at this example. The elephant chased the man. So which is the subject in the statement? The elephant. What is the verb? chased. Clear? So now, in this sentence, elephant is the subject, chased is the action it performs, and the man is the object. Here the man becomes the object, subject and verb. And who is doing the action? Elephant is doing the action. And who is receiving the action? The man is receiving the action. Don't get confused. Subject is performing an action on the object. Clear? So now, sometimes the same sentence can be written differently such that the subject is no longer the one performing the action. So now this sentence, the elephant chased the man, can be written in other way. So the other way can be, the man was chased by the elephant. So what happened to the position of subject and object here? It's been replaced. The man which was subject over here, the man who was the object here becomes the subject, and the elephant who is the subject here becomes the object in this statement. So in these two sentences we get to know that this is the active form and this is the passive form. So look over here. In this sentence, the man is the subject. However, he is not the doer of any action. The man is not doing any action in this statement. Only it has taken the place of subject. But who is doing the action here? It is the elephant only who is doing the action. Clear? When the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action, the verb is said to be the active voice. So here, if the subject is performing the action on the object, this will become the active voice. And then, for example, the boy caught the fish. So the boy is subject, fish is the object. So the boy is performing an action on the fish by catching the fish. Clear? And now, when the subject of the sentence is the receiver of the action, the verb is said to be in passive voice. So, here the man is the subject here, right? He is receiving an action by the object. So, this sentence is called as passive voice. Example, the fish was caught by the boy. So, here the fish in this statement was the object. But what happened here? It changed to be the subject. And it is still receiving the action. Clear? So now let's do the exercises. Exercise B. Underline the doers of action and circle the receivers of action in these sentences. So here first one. The eagle caught the rat. So who is the doer and who is the receiver? The eagle is doing the action and the rat is the receiver. Clear? Look at the next one. The cake was made by Nancy. So who is the doer here? Who made the cake? Nancy. And who is the receiver? The cake is the receiver. So underline Nancy, circle the cake. Similarly, look at ninth one. Rahim spilled the ink. So who is doing the action here? Rahim. And who is the receiver? The ink. Clear? Like this, you have to do the rest by yourself. Look at the next exercise. Write whether these sentences are in the active voice or passive voice. So first one, I accept your excuse. So is there any change in the verb here? No. Accept is the present form. So it is an active voice. And then next, the machine was powered by electricity. So is there any change in the verb here? Yes. Was powered talks about the past time. So this becomes the passive voice. Clear? And the machine is the subject who is receiving an action by the object electricity. Clear? Like this, rest you can do by yourself.